What's up, everybody? It's your boy Munchiezzz. We're back in Angela Whispering Hollow for Angela's Contractor Domination. We got a special episode today. We're going to see some changes on this map today. Absolutely. We're also going to try to raise a little money. We have our grass field that we purchased over here. We cut it down last episode, but it needs a fertilization. We don't have any way to fertilize that at all. We're not playing with precision farming at the moment, so it needs its second stage. And we need to raise money for some fertilizer. A way to put fertilizer down. And just money in general. I think we might end up selling maybe some of our wood chips or silage as well. Just a little bit. Get us up in some money. We'll get to the changes that are on this map in a little bit. Let's take a look at some of the contracts that are happening down here. Walter wants us to do some cultivating for $25,000. And David has a harvesting contract for some carrots. Now that's a big field, and that carrot harvester can't be that big. So I don't think we're going to go with that. I don't want to be there for hours harvesting carrots. Let's take Walter's cultivating contract. We'll borrow the items. We'll knock that out real quick. Make sure we grabbed it. Okay. I'll go to the shop, grab the equipment, and I'll meet you out on field 5 here in a little bit, and we'll get started. We're working our way slowly to the field. We got the Vader style NZ Extreme cultivator and the Ford 1156 tractor, running a whopping 15 miles an hour to the field. I have yet to use this tractor though. I'm kind of excited to use it. It's from the Plains and Prairie pack, I believe. Can't talk today either. I can't ever talk when on this map for some reason. It's got the articulated steering. I seem to love this style. I love the case version. I thought it would have more horsepower. It's 450 horsepower. Still a lot of horsepower, don't get me wrong. We're almost at our field. I'll meet you there. All right, we're pulling up to field 5. Let's get our GPS set up. Two headlands should be fine for this. Let's unfold this beast. There we go. And lower it down. Let's lock on. And let's cultivate this field.
She's old, but she still bites. Rattling down Walter's land, kicking up the dirt just right. Beta stat hooked on tight, dragging rows in the morning sun. Ain't my field, but I work it like it's mine. That's how the job gets done. I'm ripping rows for Walter, got that diesel burning proud, chasing that dreaming whispering hollow with my head up in the clouds. A contract and a borrowed rig, still holding my own ground. One feel closer to glory in this contractor battleground. Money's tight, hope still strong, got my eye on my own ply. Start from scratch a shot. No time for whining, no time to rest. Grit and grease gonna build my best. I'm ripping roll for Walter, got that diesel burning proud, chasing that dreaming whispering hollow with my head up in the clouds. A contract and a borrowed rig, still holding my own ground. From the cab I see the sunrise, painting gold across the land. I ain't rich, but I got a plan and a callous working hand. Yeah, I'm ripping roads for Walter, but this dream's all mine to chase. Soon I'm on a field or two, leave my footprints in this place. With that bold and a heavy heart, I'll tear this old road down till Angela's fields all know my name. The king without a crown.
All right, we got our contract finished. Normally I would finish, but this tractor's been a hell of going up these hills. Let's fold this thing up. I thought this tractor would be a lot better. It was stumbling trying to go up these hills. We got this thing folded up. I'm gonna get this back to the shop. I'll meet you at our little plot of land, and we'll see what we can work out next. See you shortly. All right, we got our tractor. We're gonna head over to the shop. I picked up this plowing contract from Noah for $34,000 for field 80. Instead of borrowing the equipment that they offered, which was a piece of crap plow, and gonna cost me almost $500, I figured we'd just use our own tractor. And I leased us the Lizard 6 I cannot talk. And I leased us the Lizard 6-meter plow for a little over $400, so it saved us money leasing and borrowing equipment. And we'll go knock this out. That should give us enough money to be able to afford a cheap spreader and a little bit of fertilizer, and we can fertilize our grass field, get it ready to go for the next harvest. And we'll be good to go. I'm going to grab this plow at the shop, and I'll meet you at the field. See you shortly. All right, we made it up to field 80. Let's get our GPS set up. We'll run 3 headlands. We'll lock on. Drop her down. And let's go to work. Let's get this field plowed.
With the sunrise, boots on the floor, got a Massey growling like a diesel roar, lizard plow behind, kicking up the clay, digging deep in Noah's field to earn my pay, old hands on the wheel, sweat on my brow, turning so steady like I'm breaking a vow, dreaming about upgrades, green paint in my sight, but today it's red and dust till the stars ignite. We're plowing for the payday, working for that land, one job at a time, yeah, that's the plan. From nothing to something, we're carving our way, turning earth for Noah, stacking up that hay. Angela's hollow, don't give nothing for free. You want a field of your own, gotta earn that seed. So I dig and I drag and I take what they give, 'cause one day soon it's my ground to live. We're plowing for the payday, working for that land, one job at a time, yeah, that's the plan. From nothing to something, it someday. It's just me and that Massey under that sky so wide, turning dreams and dirt.
All right, our job is done here. We earned our money. We completed our job. We did what we said we were gonna do. Let's get up on out of here. See if we can go to the shop and maybe find a spreader or something that we can afford. Try to fertilize our field. Without taking out a fence. Shop should be right over here around the corner. Could have probably went with a bigger plow, but that's all right. All right, we're out here at the shop. Let's get our contract handed in. 34,000. We'll collect that. And we'll return our plow. There we go. We'll return that. And let's head into the shop. See what we can find for a spreader. We'll look at sprayers first. Maybe we can get a sprayer. 30,000 for a cheap sprayer. We'll look through sales, see if there's anything in sales. We got a Bradle spreader. It'll do fertilizer and lime for 35. We'll have to remember that. We got a Stara spreader that does both lime and fertilizer for 1,500. It's smaller, but it would do the job. We got a Lizard Colossus fertilizer spreader. It does fertilizer, lime. That's for 9,500. I don't think we're going to find a better one than that. Let's check that out. I think that might be our answer right there. Put some BKT tires up on there. Standard capacity. See if we can change up the colors. Do Angela's blue. And there be our new spreader. 10,000 for a new spreader ain't too bad. Buy that up. And let's get us some fertilizer to put in it. Go to the consumables. I don't know how many we need. We'll try 5. If we have some left over, we have some left over. Let's buy that up. We'll connect to our new spreader. Throw our fertilizer in there, and we'll head over to our grass field and throw some down. Let's load her up. Three down. 4. And 5. Close our top. And let's go over to our field. I'll meet you over there. Alright, we're at our grass field. Let's head on down. Get this field fertilized. Let's get our GPS on. 1 headland should be plenty for this. Let's get this locked on. And let's fertilize our field. Let's go. All right, our field is done. That was quick work. Let's get this back to our property. We'll have to work on saving up for some more properties here soon. Even with buying the spreader, we still have 61,000 left, which isn't bad. We were down to 20,000 when we started. We'll get this back to the shop, and then we're going to make a few changes on this map. Just a couple little ones. Nothing big. We'll see. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we got 61,000 in the bank. We're just not making money fast enough. We cannot live off contracts alone. If we look, we have 64,000 liters of silage. Silage is at its peak right now. It's selling for $225 at the animal dealer. Let's hook up to our trailer. Let's get rid of some silage and put a little money in our bank, but that money's not going to stay there very long. I got plans for this money. We're not going to be buying a field or equipment. We're going to make an investment that's going to make a return month after month after month. Let's get over to our fermenter. And let's load this thing up. We don't want the grass. Don't want chaff. There we go. We want our silage. Let's fill this up. We might have to make a few trips. That's alright. $21,000 liters of silage. See where we gotta take it. Where's our animal dealer at? We'll tag this place. And it's just past the vehicle shop. Let's head on out. Now for our investment, we're not going to buy any property, no fields. We're going to use a property we already own. Technically, we own it. And I'll show you what we're talking about here after we get rid of some silage. I'll meet you at the animal dealer. Alright, so we had a change of plans. Apparently the animal dealer only wanted silage bales, which is fine. So we're coming over to the farmer's market. We don't mind selling it over here. It's only a $3 difference. Plus it's closer. Pull right up in here, and let's offload our first load. Not bad, 4,000. It's better than nothing, I suppose. We'll grab another load. I'll empty out this fermenter. And I'll meet you back when I'm done. Alright, we got our last load of silage. We'll drop this off. We're not making as much as I wanted to, but we got enough to start our job, to start our passive income. Drop this last load in. $75,000. Now let's go spend it. We're headed to the vehicle shop now. Not to purchase a vehicle, but to use the property. We own that property. And we don't need it all for vehicles. There's plenty of room there for vehicles. So we're going to use a little bit for ourselves. And I'll show you just what I mean. Here's our vehicle shop. We'll pull right up in here. We'll just jump into our construction menu. And we're going to put down a large boosted greenhouse. And we'll just do a whole line of them starting across. We don't have to worry about the output. We're going to do automatic selling. 36,000 right there. I guess we do need a way to put water in. So I guess we do need a tank of some kind. There's a cheap one for 2,400. One for 11,000. I think we're gonna get this Lizard TARDIS water trailer for 10,000. We ain't gotta make a million trips. 200,000 liters right in. Change the color of it. Let's buy that up. We have a water tank. And we need a way to get water. Got a free water tank right here. We'll give it a little turnaround. We'll put our water tank over here. And let's fill up our greenhouse. Come grab our barrel. Now this greenhouse ain't gonna make us rich, but it'll make us enough money to get another one and another one. And we won't have to worry about money. Let's fill up this water tank. And let's go throw this water up in our greenhouse. Drinking like it's thirsty, like it's never drank before. Just sucking up that water. And while it's filling up, let's get this greenhouse rocking. We're going to make some lettuce. Change the output mode to selling. And let's activate it. And that's what you call set it and forget it. And that's all she wrote for that. We'll leave our water tank over here since this is where we're going to be using it at. Drop it right there. And we are good to go. So now that we're going to have some income coming in, let's make some changes to this map. I'm going to get this trailer back to our land, and we're going to make this map look a lot different, or at least start to look different. See you in a bit. Alright, it's a beautiful October morning. We're starting early this morning. We got some business to attend to. We need to drive through and make sure we got everything marked out that we're getting rid of. Make sure everything's ready to go. We got our first spot here. Looks like all our cones are up. Deconstruction's ready for that house. We're gonna have a lot to do. This isn't gonna be a small job by any means. I think we have a few more up here we'll take a look at, make sure they're ready to go. There should be one around the corner up here. Take a look. Alright, looks like that one's ready to go. Just flip around. I think that's the only one on this side. These houses have been an eyesore for a little bit. We definitely got a contract to put up new buildings there, more commercial. Yep, got another one here ready to go. That's 3. Another one there. Or they're going to have to move their cars, or their cars are going to get it too. We sent them notices. And we got another one here. Everything looks good to go there. I believe this might be the last one on the main road. Everything looks good to go there and all marked out. We'll pull into the neighborhood. This is the big job in here. Making room for Angela Park. come in here. That looks nice and marked off and ready to go. So far, so good. That trampoline's nice. Somebody better come and get that. Let's see what we got going on down here. Got another one ready to go. I believe this is the last street up here. Both sides are going on this side. That house. And the last two houses on the block. Looks like everything's good to go. The inspection's complete. What do you say we get to work? All right, we pull up to our first house. Let's get the equipment in here. Let's knock it down. Let's get rid of it. Let's open up this property. All right, property number 1 cleared. That wasn't so bad. Let's move on to the next. All right, we made it to the second property. Let's bring in the equipment. Let's get her knocked down. Wow, that little one dropped quick. I almost missed it. Time to head back on the main road. We got some more to do. All right, we're at the third property. This is a small one. Come on, boys. This should be easy. Let's get her done. Another one bites the dust. I'm already having great visions of what this could be. Let's move on down the road. Property number 4. This is an important one. This is rezoned commercial. We have a huge commercial building going up right here. Let's get her down, boys. Another one down. Take a good look, because in a while, you're not going to believe what this is going to turn into. A few more to go. Let's get it done. It's almost lunch. Property number 5. Another one rezoned commercial. Another one with huge plans for it. This will make us halfway through. We might get done in time for lunch. Let's bring her down, boys. And it's down. The new future home of... You really think I'd tell you? You gotta wait to see. Let's move on down the road. Here's property number 6. The one right across from our shop property. And also the last thing on the main drag that you will see before going into Angela's Park. We gotta make this one special. Let's knock her down, boys. And the main drag is done. This property might be the one I'm excited about the most. Oh, this one's gonna be amazing. Not quite as amazing as the park's gonna be, though. Let's get up in there. Alright, we made it inside the park boundaries. These next 5 are gonna make room for a major expansion for Angela's Park. Something that gives memory to Angela. Let's get these 5 houses out of the way so we can build something great here. Let's go, boys. And one more to go. Alright, last one for the day, boys. Let's do it. Not too bad for a day's work. But that's just the beginning. Now the real hard work starts. I'll meet you back at the yard. Alright, I think we're going to call that an episode. We got quite a bit done. We did a couple contracts to raise some money. We got ourselves a lime and fertilizer spreader. Fertilized our field. Our grass will be good to go here in a couple of months for another harvest. We managed to stick down a greenhouse down on our other part of the property. That's going to give us some passive income where we won't have to worry about money. It'll let us build our bank a little bit. That's going to help great. And most important, we cleared the houses off the map that were taking up space that weren't needed. And we're going to be able to utilize that land and do fantastic things with it. Oh, I got some big plans for that. You guys are going to want to see this. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, Munchiezzz. I'm going to end this episode like I end every episode. Come on back. Let's see what kind of madness we can create. Everyone have a good day. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.